be discussing what is going on with Bitcoin, Ethereum. We have a major news coming up from Ethereum ETF being approved. Let's dive into the charts and let's see what opportunities do we have. As discussed in the previous stream, we are still in this range, almost 100 days plus now, right? And the rule number one trading the ranges is you look to buy near the range lows and you sell here. Now everyone was bullish, longing the top right here, calling the all-time highs as we had the ETH ETF news coming up as well. So it was a major rejection level right here. We had this SR level 67 to 68k was a zone. We had one daily closure above, failed to hold it, and we had a rejection back inside, and we are seeing price go below. Now we do have two levels right now. First level is this daily demand zone, and then we have the 59112 level. Let's go to the low time frame. We had a nice chop here, trying to close above, constant rejections and price falling back down. This was a key level 66,100, which was held pretty well for a couple of days, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, Monday, and today we had this fall. Now this is the next zone that I'm looking at until and unless the zone is flipped again. I would be willing to take a short position somewhere like this if it gives a retest targeting the lows. We do have this demand. Now my target is this demand for the short positions right now. I'm not interested taking the long. I mentioned it in the previous stream as well. Don't start buying the top, don't long the top, especially altcoins, and we have seen them breaking down today as well, right? Pretty much nothing on BTC right now. We have this level to keep an eye on. Watch this level and see what reaction we get off here, right? 63,200 and this demand setting at 64.2k. This is the key level, right? Failure to hold this would lead price all the way to the daily demand, which is my drawn liquidity for a couple of days now. Couple of days, right? Almost more than a week. Let's go to Ethereum. Right, Ethereum, we have been in this range 3300 to 2800 zone. We flipped this zone. The trend line was failing to hold, right? This was the zone. Failure to hold it. We saw the breakdown today. Now we have a key level at 3200 and next we have at 3150. Failure to hold this would make me short-term bearish on the markets, as we could see a breakdown like this. Failure to hold the SR level and rejection followed by a down here. Right? It's totally normal for prices to have a huge bullish sentiment and prices dropping off. Right? We need to see price holding above 3300 on a few daily candles or something like this, which could start another run towards the highs, taking all the liquidity. 3700 would be the target, but for now nothing interesting for me on the markets. Only interesting zone for me is 3200 and 3100, 3150 and 3200. This is the key zone for me, nothing else, right? Keep an eye on here, this zone for Ethereum, right? The second scenario would be price keeps on holding here, consolidates here, then we could see price slowly getting up, grind up, right? Next up we have AAVE on the list. This is the long position. I have placed my limits. Simple range play right here. This demand zone, the daily demand, is my long trigger. I have placed my limits on the R4 demand right here. We are seeing this slow grind down. Something like this would be on for me if it keeps going in this channel for a few days, right? Breaking below and then getting back, breaking this trend line and then pushing higher. This is the trade I have placed my limits on. Then next up we have AVAX. Range low, range high. This is the daily supply I'm targeting. Sentiments are bullish on AVAX. right? This is the limit daily demand zone, which I'm looking for to long towards the range highs. Then we have near on the list. Similar plan, daily demand is a target. Now, this could give a like 20-25% dump on the old coins, which was expected, right? Which I mentioned in the previous stream as well. You can stream or video. You can check that out as well, right? Near similar plan for Pepe, holding pretty well down there. But again, my draw would be at least this range low. That would give us price almost a 20% down move that I called for a while now, right? Then we are not approaching the level, approaching this range. Depends on BTC. If it starts to hold and is at the level, this breaker could be a good long level, right? It depends on the market scenario, right? If it starts holding right here at the range high and give a low time frame bullish structure, I would be interested in taking a market long right there. Then we have Doge. As discussed on this video last time, I'm waiting for the range lows right here. We have a daily demand sitting there as well. That is a good trigger to long it, right? Something like this on the structure. INJ, not interesting here, right? This was a key SR level. The daily looks weak. We might see some movement like this, rejection here on the way to this daily demand zone, 20 and 19 zone, right? That's up for INJ. Previously, I was waiting for price to drop inside so I could trade this range, but price held well. Now this demand at the range high is a good level. Many of you were asking me about to analyze ZRO. Let's do that. So for ZRO, I'm waiting for price to test this range high. If it starts to hold there with a low time frame 4-hour demand, I would place my limits right here, targeting the all-time high. If it fails to do so, next level is 4.175. This daily demand aligns with the mid-range as well. That would be somewhere around here, right? That is the plan. So nothing much on the list for now. We gotta wait for BTC to react off here. This is the key level right now. This daily demand, we have the daily breaker behind it as well. So a key level, let's see how price reacts there. That would be an interesting level. The only major thing we had this week was Ethereum ETF, and we are seeing the effects of the ETF going live, and this drop is caused by that. We had bearish news from the US stocks, that stocks wiped out almost 1 trillion of the markets. Nasdaq has been dumping since then, right? So yeah, a little bearish for the markets right now. If, people were too bullish. Liquidity was resting below. Let's check CoinGlass for our liquidity levels. All right, so for CoinGlass, we have some liquidity resting at the 72K zone. This is the zone, and then next we have this low, the daily demand, and then we have some area for price to just nuke down if it fails to hold. So again, going back onto the chart, this suggests as a key level to hold. If failure to do so will lead it towards 59K.